we've seen many different methods to save the Great Salt Lake since water levels hit record lows back in 2022. But now there's one potential solution that just might surprise you. Cows.
ABC4's Northern Utah correspondent Kate Gardner shows us how bovine could improve the lake's conditions. Kate?
Phragmites are an invasive plant which have essentially taken over the shoreline surrounding Great Salt Lake in recent years. Now, this is bad for a few reasons. The plant sucks up water before it can actually make it to the lake. It chokes out native plants and gets rid of animal habitat, and it's a huge fire hazard. Now, to address this problem, cows are being used each summer to gobble it up 1 acre at a time. Cows take a break from eating Phragmites on a small portion of the Nature Conservancy's 4,400 acres at the Great Salt Lake Shorelands Preserve.
And hopefully at some time, the cows will just work themselves out of a job and they'll eat all the Phragmites down, and we'll kind of get a better handle on it.
Chris Brown says the Nature Conservancy works with local ranchers to place hundreds of cows on hundreds of acres.
And right now we're kind of in these areas where we have just a monotypic, which means just that's all it is Phragmites stand.
He says multiple agencies and organizations are now using cattle to fight the plant.
Phragmites can be 10 feet tall and almost impossible to walk through. So it's using the water, it's blocking off the water so the birds can't get to it, and it just chokes off everything.
Not only that, but Brown says the invasive plant is perfect fire fuel.
We've had several fires out here over the last 10 years that were all started by lightning. A lightning strike hits it, it starts on fire. There's no way to really stop it.
Even controlled burns, he says, are typically out of the question.
Generally what happens on the lake in the afternoon is we get a wind that comes out of the west. So when we burn, all that, the smoke and the ash and all that tends to head east, and then it blows up into the city.
So that's where these ladies come into the picture.
And found out, hey, Phragmites has a lot of protein in it, and cows actually like it.
He says they don't like the native wetland plants. So by eating up the Phragmites, they give those native plants a chance. But it's hard to put up fences in these swampy areas. So Nature Conservancy is teaming up with Utah State University to use these special shot collars for virtual fencing.
And I can actually draw lines around areas where there's Phragmites and not build fences and just have the cows in those areas grazing that Phragmites.
Chris Brown says it's unlikely that Phragmites will ever be eradicated from the area, but he says using different methods like having cows to eat it up during the summer are just different ways that they're hoping to help make the problem manageable. Reporting from Davis County, Kate Garner, ABC4 News.